These are some amazing makeup brushes. How old are your makeup brushes? I bet they're old, and I bet you need some new ones. And these are the perfect ones to add to cart. They come in this really beautiful cylindrical, like white leather holder with the gold metallic logo. So maybe you did just buy yourself some makeup brushes, but I bet your best friend hasn't bought them for herself in too long, and this is an awesome gift. And you just pop it open. It's great for travel. It keeps them encased. It helps to keep them clean, not touching other things. It's if you wanted to just like have it on your countertop, it looks super chic. You could even like turn the label around if you were, I don't know, maybe you have like silver fixtures in your bathroom. You're not that into gold. Just do a little twist. But I'm sure the white leather would work with any sort of decor. And enough about the holder, right? The product itself. These brushes are awesome. They have these mahogany handles that are beautiful, but also um, they're going to last you a while. It's just like a good material. And the brushes themselves are synthetic, but I think that that's great and kind of what you want. And they have like just a very nice sort of deep dye to them. Like you can see the tips go from like black to like more of an espresso color. So they're just super soft and nice and look good and work well. The 5 brushes that are included are a powder brush, foundation brush, blending brush, eyeshadow brush, and a concealer brush. So depending on how complicated you get with your makeup, right? The case would look perfect in your bathroom. It would look perfect in your bathroom. Yeah, you're kind of like getting a 2-for-1 here. You're getting awesome makeup brushes and then a really beautiful case that you could use for the brushes, you could use for other things. It's basically a decoration. Um, yeah, it's great. But yeah, depending on how fancy you are with your makeup application, you might not use all of these brushes every day, but you will need them at some point, I would say. And just to show you a little bit, I'm going to grab a product from that we'll talk about later, but just to show kind of like the application. This is the translucent powder I'm applying. It's like a corrective powder. But yeah, the brush is just like so soft and you're getting like a lot of nice coverage. And I don't know, it kind of just feels like luxury and looks like luxury. And honestly, yeah, I could do this to myself for hours. It just feels really nice and soft and smooth. But you're getting, like I said, that full coverage. Yeah. And then something that I love about, the smaller brushes is I'm always looking for precision. So you can kind of see just how pointed this gets. And you can really get a lot of like detail when you're applying eyeshadow. And I feel like that's, usually my biggest complaint with, this is an eyeshadow we're going to talk about in a bit also, but that's sort of my biggest complaint with brushes is when you can't get the level of detail that you want. And these solve that issue for sure because they just have a really nice shape to them, and I would say like a really nice width too. So yeah, I highly recommend. Once again, the brand is Brushean and the handles are mahogany. I mean, come on, how fancy can you get, right? Mahogany handles on your brushes in this cool leather case. I mean, it's, yeah, so much better than I'm sure what you currently have in your collection. So we often, go for the products and not necessarily the tools. And you really need both, right? You need both to kind of really have the best beauty experience overall. You need the tools and the products. So love those guys. Okay, now we're moving on to one of my new favorite brands.